Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from storyplanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book Triggers, a creation by Marshall, Goldsmith and Reiter. Triggers, 2015, uncovers the hidden factors in your life that are impacting you and provides practical steps to overcome them and make positive changes. Supported by in-depth research and enriched with personal anecdotes from the author and his clients, these insights will assist you in breaking free from undesirable habits and guide you towards attaining your personal aspirations. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Marshall Goldsmith is renowned globally as a highly influential business thinker. He serves as an executive coach and is also an accomplished author. Reiter, a literary agent in New York, has previously collaborated on 13 books. With 7 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book. On storyplanet.net. To start, learn how to maximize the benefits of triggers for personal gain. The struggle to behave in beneficial ways and become who we want to be is attributed to triggers, with our environment being a primary trigger. For instance, seeing an enticing advertisement for a hamburger can trigger our desire to eat one, even if we are trying to stick to a diet. However, we can learn to master our triggers and make more rational decisions. Reading these summarizer provides a valuable lesson in understanding triggers, such as why paying a lot for a meal can lead to rude behavior towards servers, how wearing the same clothes daily can improve decision-making, and why some men still have comb-overs. Key idea number 1. Triggers can unknowingly hinder our ability to create change. Triggers are stimuli that shape our thoughts and actions, and they can have various forms and impact us in different ways. They can be direct or indirect, internal or external, conscious or unconscious, encouraging or discouraging. Triggers can remind us to perform positive acts, but they can also be powerful in preventing change because we may not always be aware of when we are being triggered. The author shares a personal story about how triggers in his environment led him to behave superficially until he realized and embraced his boldness. Key idea number 2. Triggers can originate from our beliefs or environment. Belief triggers are inner beliefs that justify resistance to change. One common belief trigger is the belief that we already have enough wisdom to assess our own behavior. However, studies show that we are often inaccurate in assessing ourselves. External triggers, such as our environment, also have a strong influence on our behavior. If we are not aware of these triggers, we may continue to behave in undesirable ways and fail to be the people we want to be. Key idea number 3. To avoid acting on impulse, it is important to give yourself feedback. The key point of the text is that identifying and understanding triggers in our environment can help us improve our behavior. Triggers are influenced by people and situations that can either motivate or hinder us from achieving our goals. By identifying our triggers, we can make conscious choices and avoid acting on impulse. The author provides an example of how he resisted the urge to continue talking on a TV show because he recognized he was under the influence of a pleasure trigger. Key idea number 4. To lead change effectively, it is crucial to understand and adapt to the environment you are operating in. Negative environments can hinder our ability to focus and be productive. However, we can adapt our approach to overcome these challenges. As leaders of our own behavior, we must assess what needs to be accomplished and choose our leadership style accordingly. This may involve being determined and focused, like carrying an index card with specific guidelines for ourselves. We can also try to anticipate and adjust to difficult environments, such as describing our achievements in a more relatable and sensitive way. By adapting our own behavior, we can navigate and overcome negative triggers in our environment. Key idea number 5. To effectively navigate change, actively engage with it by asking questions and keeping track of progress. Negative environmental triggers can influence our behavior, but we are not powerless to them. Active questions, which focus on our actions rather than external factors, help us take responsibility for our fulfillment. By asking ourselves active questions daily, we stay engaged with our goals and feel empowered to make changes. Keeping track of our progress and having a scorekeeper adds motivation and helps us measure our behavioral change. Seeing low scores can inspire us to put in more effort for improvement. Key idea number 6. Having structure and routine in our daily lives can prevent exhaustion. Psychology professor Roy F. Baumeister coined the term ego depletion, which refers to our limited willpower becoming depleted throughout the day as we make decisions and resist temptation. To combat ego depletion, creating structure in our lives is key. This involves eliminating unnecessary decisions by making choices and sticking to them. The author provides examples of how they create structure in their own life. Additionally, using active questions can help us navigate unpredictable situations and make positive choices. Key idea number 7. Active involvement and participation are essential to bring about positive change for oneself and the community. To avoid a stagnant life, develop awareness and ask 6 engaging questions about goal setting, progress, meaning, happiness, relationships, and engagement. By understanding the circle of engagement, where triggers lead to impulses, awareness, choice, behavior, and new triggers, you can make decisions that positively impact yourself and others. Becoming aware of impulses can help you respond to the right triggers and create positive exchanges. In conclusion, the key message of this book is that our environment shapes our behavior, but by becoming aware of our triggers, we can create new responses. Self-feedback, active questioning, and scorekeeping can help us build new behaviors that have a positive impact. The advice is to take ownership of our change and be aware of how our environment influences us. The suggested further reading is Switch by Chip Heath and Dan Heath, which offers tools for implementing change. Feedback on the content is encouraged and can be sent via email. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.